We were somewhere around the edge of the forest when the bullets started flying. I remember saying something like,
Liam! Oh my god, Liam!
Jim, these shoes cost £114.
Right, I'm turning my trousers into short.
Have you got zip-on pants?
Liam! There's a dry bit here, Liam!
We had been stoned for about 12 days now. Not in the sense with chilling with a few friends, no. This was the early days. A time when a joint meant you took all the kiwis and picnic-related knickknacks from your mum's fridge and headed for the woods, coming home only when your eyes weren't so red. It was on this walk when we first passed him, illegal dog off lead and rifle in hand. He was firing rounds across the potato field, either not knowing or not caring about the five of us stood at the centre of it.
Liam, it's not my whipped cream.
Life goes left.
Are you alright?
Got cream pants on?
These zip-offs were our price. Marines wear these. These are Marines.
Dude, it's the fuzz.
What?
It's the police.
We were all wearing suits, by the way, leaving school 2 days earlier looking like the Thompson twins from Tintin. A few hours darker and you'd soiled yourself thinking Slenderman and the gang were off to nab a scarecrow.
Get in right now.
What the fuck you doing in the pond? Jim, you owe me new shoes.
What, that family of four there, Liam?
Get in.
Put a little duck on our heads, float past an incognito.
He's just got soggy shins. Give me my whipped cream, Liam.
And then we saw them, through bloodshot eyes and moistless mouths, amongst pots and pans and chalk drawings and trees.
Has anybody seen the pipe?
Is this a stout pot?
Should we have a little
Liam, get out the pond.
What the fuck?
They were there, stood around the fire, hoods up and holding hands, laughing in unison. Ah, 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 ah.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ!
I fucking told you. Get in.
Liam!
It was all too late now. It had been decided that living secretly amongst the trees in the homes that surrounded Cropsworth Country Park and Riding Centre, there was a cult who joined hands and laugh in unison, who scroll kids' drawings on trees, who forage and cook on open fires, their aims unknown, their hoods pointed. There was a cult, and now they were watching us. A mud-splashed flock of suit-wearing, briefcase-wielding school kids running downstream toward another joint.
Hey, he must have left, you know.
What does he look like?
It's alright, I've known him for ages. Our mums and mates. Oh, yeah, it is now. Yeah, have you got the money?
Yeah, here you go.
What? Someone just hand it to me, Jesus Christ.
Why?
It's not very blend, is it? Like, Rangers keep an eye out for that shit, do you know what I
Are
mean?
you sure you've seen him before? Are you mates like?
Yeah, good mates. Got him on his landmine. He'll probably do as a fat one. Got him one off him last week. He could have played fucking conkers with it. Yes, bro.
Hey, how's it going?
Don't ever do that again, James.
Should we not say hello? Just walk past and...
Like a little high five,
High
grab the
five.
money and...
There's a bush over there if you want to leave it and we can...
Cut the fucking landline. I didn't even know we had one and you're speaking to me mum on it this morning.
I wasn't going to say why I was like asking for you.
I didn't even say it was on the phone. Just calm down, lad. Your ma's there, you know. Both of them were sitting there laughing.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
I'm
What are
sorry.
you two doing up this early anyway?
Nothing, you know, just chilling, having a few doobies.
We're
and stuff.
infiltrating a cult.
No, we're not.
A cult? There's no cults around here.
Found a cult last week in the woods. I'm Jordan, by the way.
What, like voodoos and bongos and
He's
stuff like
he's
that? A
just
real cult?
stoned, high on street drugs. Can we grab?
They're down there now. We went past before and we saw all the prep work. They've got sausage and beans on the go. Been waiting since last week to go and see what they're about. I'm Jordan, by the way. How's it going?
Your heads are gone, you know. Getting up at these fellas to go spying on people in the
Can
woods.
we grab this then? No.
What are you after?
Should we go over to the bush or
What's that? What are you going about going to the bush? What's this?
fiver?
It's a fiver.
It's £5.
You called my house phone to get me out of bed for a fiver.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Here, I think I might have some
I
change.
think I might have actually.
Yeah, there's a silver one there.
This is £7.80. 780
I'm
pence.
sorry.
We're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Drug dealers do not take change, and a tenner is actually called a benner. That was the first lesson of the day. It had been a week since we first saw the cult around the fire. We had returned, just Jordan and I, with the simple aim of asking what they were doing. How long had they been living there? Would they snack on our young blood after toasting Jordan over the fire, or would they take off their tinfoil hats and answer my questions? The aim was simple. Find a story worth telling, and write some cynical impression of Stand By Me. We were there, back at the scene a week later, exploring the site in search of clues.
What I don't get is, these spooky edge of the world people have cast off the rest of the world to live in the woods, but look, they must still wander around Tesco getting family packs of sausages and beans.
What?
Like, you'd have thought they'd eat spooky snacks like squirrels or lost doggers or something, but now beans in a pan, and they've left all their stuff.
Come have a look at this. GRANDMASTREE. It's written on the tree here. Yeah, look, with all the chalk.
Grandmaster EE? What's EE? Think of something spooky that starts with E.
Why is the Grandmaster pissing about with home bargain chalk sets?
Elastic Ed.
Well, maybe he's a kid.
Yeah.
No, stupid names are bound to float around in a cult. It's probably why he has to live in the woods. Oh, like, you're definitely going to get bullied with the first name Grand, aren't you? Are you having another drink already?
Eerie Evan?
Eerie Evan? What, is that like your Horrid Henry persona? What?
Grandmaster Eerie Evan for now. That's the placeholder. That's his name.
Decidedly so unsettling at birth, his parents just named him
Eerie Evan. From the very first glance. Well, what else was it going to be? Leave it as that. If we find out the real name, we'll use it, but until then, Eerie Evan. He's a spook on the street. You got any water left? Jay? Shh! What? Do you need adrenaline? James?
Shh, get down now.
Is that them there?
Shh, get down. They're setting up. Where's my notepad? Have you got my notepad? Shh, get down now.
Yeah, we'll get in that bush over there. It's nature's ghillie suit.
The size of that dog. What's the time? Second encounter with the gold detected at 9:40.
Jordan really liked smoking weed. We were sat in that bush for around an hour and a half, our hiding spot losing all its covertness with smoke bellowing from every angle of it. We were the watchers, the hunters, the spies in the nest, watching the outcasts of the world unravel further into ominous laughter and hoping to see fireballs fly and spirits emerge. But for now, there were no spirits. Just 10 people sat around a campfire, the two of us sat a while away, and a dangerously low amount of water left.
It's not real. They don't exist.
Honestly, God, she was 6 foot. They're not defined by height, it's all
Remain in
proportion.
professional mode. We're here to gain intelligence. I'm not sitting here arguing over.
They are real.
6 foot dwarfs are not real, Jordan. They're famously small. That's the whole unique selling point.
I'm telling you, they're defined by proportion. Dwarfs have disproportionate. What are you doing? There's loads left on that.
It was the end. You can't smoke anymore on that. It's cardboard. You're inhaling train tickets. Stop smoking it. Get in before they see you.
Why are you so bothered about recording all this anyways? I'm just here to bust a cult.
Because why not? It's a story, isn't it? I think it's worth telling.
But to who? Is there really no water left?
None. Well, anyone who listens. It's journalism, isn't it? Bust the cult, write about them. I don't know, maybe it's all an excuse to use that line.
The ending line?
Yeah. Another day, another dogger.
Another dogger.
We'll use that if it turns out they're all predators. Another day, another dogger. So I'll write it up, make it pretty, and hopefully use it to get a place in college.
You heard back from any of them?
A few. Have you heard anything back from the studio?
It didn't apply. LCC looks decent, so got an interview for there next week.
Did they tell you to go into the studio? They want to see some of my work, so there we are.
Are you definitely going to go? LCC have got loads of stuff like that which they've got in the studio. I'm doing media, so it's pretty similar.
I've had a look there, but I've got my heart set really. We'll still get to see each other though. After college, before. Still get to see each other.
To be honest, I can't be bothered with your shit anymore. I've seen you every day since you were about 5, and a break would be sound.
Yeah, sound. Well, you go and chill with your 6 foot dwarfs, and I'll just shout "Hi ho" when I'm after you.
It's really strong, this, isn't it? My tongue's clapping the roof of my mouth. Oh my god.
Hey, what? It is scary though, isn't it?
What is?
Like the way it's all dominoes. The way it's all dominoes. You know, like you make a decision at this age based on what you think you like, Like, you choose a college, you meet a load of people who would just then become stuck in your memory forever. But you never actually meet the people who are at the other college you would have grown up and they would have been stuck in all your memories. Like, nah, they're just strangers instead. You never actually meet them. And then by the end of it, you're just at this long line, age 40-something, wondering about all the people you could have met. I mean, how do you even know, like, what decision to take? Like, how do you even know what domino to push? Like, it is scary. You can't tell me it's not scary.
Jay, I'm too stoned to think about all this right now. You're scaring me. Can we stick to the nice stuff? Where's the cult? Just look at the nice cult laughing around the fire. Pack all that
It
in.
is though. Like, think about it. The whole reason you're sat here in a bush with me right now is because you had to sit next to me on the first day in year 1. I mean, you know, if that had happened, all our memories would be completely different. We'd be living this exact same day now, but doing something else completely. So, you know, choosing this college, well, where's that going to take you? How do you know which direction is even the right one to go in?
Prissy, please piss off. I think it's just easier to think it's all set out for you. You're on a path and it's just set out for you. What is will be.
What, and you believe that?
Better than believing in the real world. I know what you mean though, but we're all at that point, you know. You make a decision today, create tomorrow, but we're still here. We'll still see each other, and that's all that matters.
But how do you know which one's the right choice?
Well, you don't. That's the whole crux of the riddle, isn't it? But you didn't know you were making a choice by pissing your pants in year 2, and that's led us to being here right now. And I'd say we're on the right path.
This is the right path.
Well, not to get all Disney on you, but I'm here, so you must be doing something right.
What course are you doing at LCC?
Media. Looks decent, like.
Are they still taking places?
No, you can't be doing that.
Doing what?
You can't be doing that, acting like I'm not onto it.
What?
You said you had your heart set. You can't be switching colleges just because I'm going
You
to...
said it was the right path because we were sat here with each other.
Your bone is showing.
Shut up, you know what I mean. It's the right path, I've made my decision. We still spend time together this way anyway. I'm sure there's loads more pothead stories that need telling. I'm going to LCC. Oh, my choice, my decision. Domino flicking.
You also decided to go talk to Liam one day instead of sitting with me. If we hadn't have gone into that pond, we'd never have found all these dodgy campers.
Well, what's your point?
My point is, don't make your decision based on other people. It's your decision, not anyone else's. And I suppose, if you want to get all Disney again, sometimes taking the leap away from what you know is how you learn more.
That is pretty Disney. So think about it.
Well, don't just...
Well, what the fuck? They've got kids.
Oh, pack it in. I'm very delicate. Stop scaring me.
Honestly, look, they're bringing little kids.
Oh my god. They have... What are they doing with all those kids? Write it down. They must be stealing kids. Is one of them Eddie Evan? They're cooking something.
I didn't know they were going to do fucking shady shit like this. Oh my god. What do we even... Should we hide? What?
Call the RSPCA. Get the RSPCA here now.
That's for finding cockfights and running down cats. Feel my heart. Oh, for fuck's sake. Please, can you get me some water?
The RSPCC, then. Should we just watch it? Yeah. Go on, get the... Yeah, maybe they're just their kids. Yeah. No, we'll just watch them for a bit. Maybe they're just their kids. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah, we'll do that.
That's Sharon.
What?
That's Sharon. And the one that lives in the corner. And a kid.
Why is she out? Yeah, I can't see. What's she doing with all them? Right, when we get back to yours, we'll ask her for an interview. You know her well, don't you?
Well, kind of. Only nod at her. I see her going out in the mornings, but she's always talking about the nature nursery she takes Phoebe to.
The what?
The nature nursery. She takes Phoebe there every week.
Nature nurse? Nature nurse? Oh my... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god!
That's when it hit. GRANDMASTREE. It didn't say Grandmaster EE. The pointed hoods weren't aesthetic nor part of any prayer ritual. It was a very normal way to keep warm during a laughing yoga session. The chalk scribbles didn't speak of anything to do with cult hierarchy. It said, Grandma's Tree. Most thankfully, the kids weren't prey for some sinister cult. They were part of a nature nursery that started right after laughing yoga. The magic faded, and we were looking at the dullness of the real world. A world without cults, A world where we weren't spies nor journalists. We were transformed immediately to what we really were. Two boys sat in a bush staring at some kids.
Don't look at me! You can't watch me be sick!
They can't put us on a register. It's okay. We'll explain. It's not even a crime, really. We're just
Water!
children.
I need water, please!
We don't have any.
Help me run away, I need to run away.
Well, I'll start a little fire. It's alright. We'll keep you warm. You need to keep warm. Come on.
Mummy, who are the men at the top of the hill?
Don't look at them, darling. Just eat your toast. Have they been there long?
They're not gone soon. We'll call the ranger.
Oh, there's always weirdos in the woods.
Roland! Don't look! Do not look!
I've nearly got it
Roland.
lit. You want a banana? I've got a banana. Yeah, I'll get off the floor, mate.
Get off me!
Jordan!
You've made fluffy. Here, Roland, get back here,
Get him
pal.
off me!
What's wrong with your pal there? Are you okay, son? Oh, you got sick in his fur.
Oranges mainly fixed this situation. I didn't learn this, though, until years later, talking to a strange bearded gent at a house party while in a similar state. Oranges are packed with vitamin C and bring your sugar levels screaming right back up. Jordan was hitting white. His sugar levels had dropped completely from all the weed, and the peaking adrenaline from realizing he was now the shady man they tell you to shout stranger danger upon seeing. In the end, it was the cult that saved Jordan. The folks who had run around my brain each night, creating question after question of what did they want, who were they, how many more strange stories were out there. In the end, all these questions were answered in a simple revelation, just a romanticized account of how a group of kids wanted to see the world, believing there was still the unknown to be discovered, there was still a glimmer of an exciting world fit for our childlike eyes. But in the end, we got reality. We got a very innocent setting, and most importantly, we got a bacon butty to raise Jordan's sugar levels right back up.
Yeah, son, get that down your neck.
But red or brown sauce?
Oh, red, please. Sorry again for him getting sick on your dog and for spying on.
He's got a name. His name's Roland. What's the matter, son? He can't apologise for himself.
No. But he is sorry. Thanks again for the bacon butty. He also says thanks. Come on, keep that tinfoil around you. I think we'll be off now.
Brown.
What's the lad saying?
What was that? Oh, it's all right. He said brown.
But he's eaten it. He's already got brown sauce.
Yeah, he's doing this thing. He hears and replies like a minute apart. He's all right.
Why are you boys in the woods?
We're not pedos.
What?
Bless you.
What did you just say?
He sneezed.
We thought you were a kid, Coulter.
Did he say pedo?
I think we'll be off now.
I'm so sorry.
Eat your crust on the walk now. Come on. Thank you so much.
Pedo?
He's not even old enough to be a pedo.
What?
As in nonce.
Alright, okay. We thought you were a cult. Okay, we saw you laughing around the fire last week, and
You've been watching us for weeks. Did you hear that? These boys have been watching us for weeks.
Take it in. Give you a butty. You're sick on Roland.
Phoebe,
Who are you? Reveal yourselves.
I want to go home.
Phoebe, we're going. Oh my word! You live over the road from me, don't you?
it's just journalism. It's just journalism.
Come on, Phoebe, we're going. Let's go. We're going.
Pedo?
And I suppose we did bust a cult. We stopped meeting in that area immediately after Jordan chimed in. To this day, he does not eat bacon. And I haven't seen the Laughing Yoga people, nor the nature nursery at that location. We were at a vital turning point now. Converse or disperse. Explain everything in a calm grown-up manner or run away into obscurity. Grown up? We would want to follow that trail, that path that turned adventure into sketchy story and bacon butties into trauma. We ran away, as fast as we could and as far as Jordan could manage before deflating.
You alright now?
Yeah, just needed to see you for a bit and sort myself out. That was
Proper horrible.
really horrible. Didn't see me day going like that at all. Do you think we'll get in trouble?
I think it's just probably best not to think about all that right now. I mean, you're incredibly fragile.
Yeah, you're right. Well, about that anyway. Everything else has been completely wrong. Is this still a story worth telling?
Well, I'd give her a few years before I wrote it. You know, lie low for a while, let the heat settle. You get me?
Probably best. Thanks, by the way.
For what?
For sticking by me when I had the hiccups.
You mean when your projectile vomited in front of...
Yeah. Potato. Just thanks. You didn't just bail and leave me, you know, because that happens.
What do you mean?
Like, remember Liv's house party when her dad came home and everyone ran over the fences?
I never got an invite, like, but...
Well, everyone just left me. I was in the toilet not knowing what was going on and everyone bailed. You know how angry that man was? All that anger just funneled onto me because I was the only person left there. So, you know, thanks for not leaving me.
Of course. Obviously I'm not going to leave you. You're my best mate. I mean, I could hardly invite you and then just leave you as evidence. I mean, to get closer to me. What was I going to do? Just bail on you while you're hiccuping?
Well, yeah. Everyone else does.
You know when you asked if this is a story worth telling? Well, I think it is. I still think it is.
Why?
It's about me and you, isn't it? You really think I'd just leave you? I mean, you're my best mate and, well, I don't really know what I'd be doing if you weren't here to be hiccuping on all these adventures. Now, when we all found these people, there were 5 of us. And how many people came back to see them with me? Just you. It was just you, Jordan. I mean, there's not many people who, when you call them up first thing in the morning, are game on busting a cut. Or putting up with whatever shit I get us in. But you do. And I don't know what I'd be doing right now if I hadn't sat next to you that first day in year 1. But I imagine it'd be far more boring. You know, all my best stories start with Jordan and I.
I told you we'd keep it Disney. Mate, do you really think it's a chore? If it wasn't for you, I'd be sat in the house still trying to get invited to all those house parties I hate going to. I mean, let's be honest, we both really don't get along with anyone. Everyone's far too dull, but, you know, you save me each day from all the boring stuff. Like today, yeah, proper horrible, and I'll probably have Sharon's lynch mob outside my house when I get home, but Jesus Christ, it is not boring.
And yeah, it is. It is a story worth telling.
You still going to use it to get into college?
Absolutely not, they will never hear a thing about it.
But you are going to apply for college?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. You are right, you know. Not about much, but you are right.
About what?
The leap away. There is how you grow. Besides, you're getting half boring now anyway. I think I'll just find the next adventure and call you when it's ready.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll answer when I can be bothered. But where are you going to apply? No pressure or swaying. Just make up your own mind.
I told you I've got my heart set. It's just hard letting your head keep up. I'm choosing the studio. Studio, yeah. And you?
I'm choosing LCC. See where that takes me. And I'll call you up when I find the next adventure.
What, like when you find your 6-foot dwarf's cave?
That's deeply offensive. They live amongst us.
Deeply offensive to who? It's not even offensive to dwarfs. 6-foot dwarfs aren't even real. You just made them up.
No, pack it in. You're offending dwarfs now.
It's not even offensive. That's like calling a unicorn a dickhead and horses getting pissed off.
Well, I'd say that's breaking point. I'm deeply offended. Think it's time I got home. Besides, I need to get to bed. The whole day is a write-off.
You going?
Yeah. My choice. My domino. Putting an end to this adventure.
I think it ended the second we saw them for what they were. They weren't a cult.
You messing? We saw the real world today. No more rose-tainted view of the world. It's a whole new adventure from now on. No more magic.
You're wise. Too stoned to know what's going on, but somehow wise enough to realise that's the best way to see it.
You coming?
Nah. I think I'll stay here. I'm gonna stay here.
What for?
I don't know. Dramatic impact. It's a story, isn't it? Maybe it's my jump away from what I know. Go on now. You should probably split up anyway. The lynch mob are probably looking for a pair.
through. I'll see you around.
Not if I see you first.
There he goes, a high-powered fountain of logical nonsense, walking past landmarks of future stories and wandering further from me. My head full of comments I wish I could have said, and a half-built plan for the future. I never did have a better friend in all the years that followed. A while away there were kids being consoled by their parents after the appearance of two lunatics in the woods. They'd probably tell them that we were two monsters, letting them live in that fantasy world of childhood where monsters roam the woods, where 6-foot dwarves are all too real, where cults live in the park and adventures are daily. Those kids were drawing closer to the day we just had, the day where illusion faded and the real world was revealed. That ever-approaching day, where Grandmaster EE became Grandma's tree, smoke became sickness, and magic became tricks. But we got her impression of Stand By Me. I just didn't expect the body to be Jordan, pale as Rizzler skins and eyes too red not to laugh at. He was falling away from view now, and toppling over the horizon. I didn't know if we'd still see each other every day. God, how many times do you make that promise in a lifetime? But that was okay. I was ready to make a new decision and have a bigger adventure. So we strode on separate paths, consoled by the memories we made together in the ongoing pursuit in this new, real, grown-up world. Forever looking for magic, always searching for a better story, just as puzzled to what the future held as we were that day. But tomorrow gets easier. We learn by knowing just how little we know now. The voice of doubt becomes easier to handle, and we become better narrators of our own existence with each story we tell at the end of every day. I became bigger than the doubt, the voice in my head that day telling me not to follow what I had my heart set on, and tomorrow I will do it again, all these years later. Make a decision today and create tomorrow, forever chasing that unattainable horizon of childhood magic, forever wandering, forever wondering, in search of cults and other narcotics.